and take it away, Ms. Myers.
Hello, hello. I hope you are able to hear me. Audrey, are you able to hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
Wonderful. Oh, God, I'm so excited to be here today. First, let me thank the Education Fund for, being there for teachers and all the wonderful grants and the opportunity the Education Fund allows us. So many people sleep on Educational Fund, but I really think you need to try them out. They're a great resource. So let me first say thank you so much. Everyone there is wonderful and nice. And especially thank you so much to Audrey. Thank you so much for giving me a chance and for seeing the value in my nerdy techiness. So thank you so much. Now, a little bit about me. Well, I guess I should share my screen. Let's see. And let me first say, y'all be patient because we're doing this as fast as possible. But so let me see if it'll let me share. And I want to choose this one. And I hope you're able to see my screen.
Not yet. Hold on.
Is not showing it yet?
No, it might take a minute. So just a reminder to everyone that we are recording. Okay, it might just take a minute, but in the meantime, just you can keep going, Ms. Myers.
Okay, well, a little bit about me. As Audrey said in my wonderful introduction, I am a middle school teacher. I teach grades 6th, 7th, and 8th at Lake Stevens Middle School. And there I teach several classes. Actually, I'm a science teacher, 6th grade science, as well as I teach culinary arts. I have 5 sections of culinary arts, and I have one class of dance. So I teach a wide variety of subjects, okay? So my reason for actually getting into YouTube was that for culinary arts, I did not have a book the first year, and for dance, I don't have a book as well, and so therefore I had to figure it out. I had those classes and I had to figure out what was I going to do. So along came video, and me creating videos, me making playlists, me using videos that were already out there. And I found out that my students were actually doing pretty well. They were actually doing well. And then I started to do projects, and I noticed that them turning in projects especially for science, them turning in projects was the amount was growing and growing the more that I used video and video-based instruction, whether it was someone else's video or whether it was a homemade video of my own where they could hear me and see me, or sometimes where they could just hear me. They did better. The parents responded better. It was amazing to me. And that's where my curiosity led to my love. Oh, no, necessity led to my curiosity, which led to my love of YouTube. Are you all able to see my screen at this point? I hope so.
Yeah, we see it.
Oh, okay. So you see it says Education Fund. It gives their website, phone numbers, all this good information.
That's my phone number and my email address there, ladies and gentlemen. But I think you should have that from where I sent you an email. But feel free to email me if you have questions about any of this later.
Okay. And also, these are their social media handles. If anyone wants to make a screenshot of those or wants to write them down.
You got to take us to the next. You got to take us to the next screen, Ms. Myers.
The wonderful sponsors. Are you able to see the sponsors?
No, we're not there yet. I think that it's just it's a little bit of a lag. But I'll just say it out loud. So our sponsors provide us with the funding that helps us provide support for teachers, and they are Ford, TD Bank, Assurant, FPL, and for this, we just got a new grant from PNC Bank. So we're very grateful to our sponsors.
And of course, their website where you go to find things on the Education Fund website. That is the last slide for Education Fund.
We're not seeing the slides. Is everybody seeing the slides, or yes or no? Can you see the slides moving? Because I'm just seeing the first one, that we're still stuck on the first one.
You're still
No,
stuck on
only the first one.
The first one.
No.
Yeah, we're just
The first one.
Okay, everybody mute back. Thank you. Okay, Ms. Myers, for some reason, we're not getting the slides. So there we go.
Oh, there you go.
Okay,
Yeah.
now that was in presentation mode, how I had it. So I'm just going to show it like this. If that's okay with you all, I'm going to show it this way.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's keep it.
So let me just show what this is. I emailed everybody the actual PDF of Ms. Myers' presentation, but if you find it on our website, you're going to look here, publications. And this is on our website, educationfund.org, what we do, publications, and you'll come down here to curriculum packets. But you should already have all that on the email that I sent you. Okay, Ms. Myers, it's all yours.
Okay. All right. YouTube for distance learning. And again, I am Angel Myers. First, always the purpose. There are many purposes for YouTube, especially for distance learning. The one that I used, of course, was to support lessons and to give further explanation to students as well as to parents, but also for front loading. So for instance, there's a story that you're going to teach, and I remember reading a story with my students in one of the many things that I do. And the story was about some children that were on the prairie, and they were a horse-drawn cart, a horse-drawn wagon, and they didn't know what I was talking about. So I had to take time from the lesson to go back and explain that. But if I had front-loaded with maybe a video of that and some explanation, then when we started to read the story, it would have been more meaningful. You all understand front-loading, how important it can be. Also, reviewing for the test and reviewing after the test. Reviewing for test takes up a lot of class time. You've already taught the information. We've done sharing. We've done group work. We've done independent work. We've done homework. We've done, yes, all of these things. And then you need to review for your test or your quiz. It takes up even more of it. It bites into class time. So, well, and now we're really not in class, you know, so what it becomes very easy to do is to make a video, and you upload the video and you send the kids the link to the video of the complete review for whatever it is that you're doing. Or after the test, if you've given them, you know, a test and there are certain questions that you find more students are missing, if there's a step in the math problem that they continue to miss, they're confused, they do it in the wrong order, whatever, that type of thing. After the test, it's also a great thing to where you can share your screen. You can like how I'm sharing my screen, and you are able to record this, and some of your screens you can write on them, or more traditional, you can go to whiteboard at home and actually work the problem and go through the steps step by step and point things out to them. You save it and you upload it and you send it to them. So there, they have the most difficult problems, you know, solved, worked by the teacher instead of you taking valuable class time. And the last one, there are many, but the last one that I've used it for is to showcase projects. When they turn in things, it's great to put them on the wall, but we're doing distance learning, so we don't really have walls, not exactly, like right now. So to showcase things that they're turning in. For my dance class right now, they're doing the Savage Challenge. If you don't know what it is, Google it, okay? All the kids, ask your child. If you have a middle school or a high school age child, ask them and tell them to do it for you. But it's a dance, and it's about 15 seconds. And that's part of my dance class. So they're doing their 15-second dances, uploading them. I'm gonna put them all together and put them on Edmodo or somewhere. I'll put them, so that's their project. So it will be displayed, it will be showcased, so they get to show off their friends. And then people have a little more pride in their projects when they know the world is going to see them. Okay, so those are some of the ways. There are lots of ways. I'm sure as I'm saying these, you can think of things that are just like this, that are more specific to your particular class, but that's how I use it. All right, first things first. In order to do any of these things with YouTube, you need a Gmail account. Notice it says a dedicated Gmail account. I'm going to show you why it needs to be dedicated a little bit later, but just understand if you already have an account, I probably would not use my personal account for this. In fact, I would not. I do not suggest it at all. You need an account that says Miss Myers, or that says Miss Jones, Science with Miss Jones, whatever, something that's just for educational purposes. And then first things first, you also need to create your YouTube channel. Okay, so those are the things that have to be done before any of this can happen. All right, there are two types of people that we work with. You have non-video creators, and you have video creators. So I'm a video creator. I don't mind doing it at all. I love editing. I love editing video. So, but for my non-video creators, this is how the process goes for you. Okay, you use videos that already exist on YouTube. There's lots of them. When you start searching and looking, and you will spend hours just going through things. There's so much out there for you. Then once you find them, you create a playlist and you add the videos that you want the students to look at. You add them to a playlist, which if you want, I will show you towards the end. You add them to a playlist, and then you share the link for the playlist with the students. They know exactly how to do it. If you're a person who uses Remind or uses Edmodo, I'm not sure of any of the other ones that we're using to communicate with them right now. Oh, Teams, obviously. If you use those things, then it's very easy to take that link and add the link to your team, and then everyone can see it all at once. They all get information at the same time. Same thing with Remind, same thing with Edmodo. It's a wonderful thing. And the playlist is you can make it specific, the exact things that you want them to see, you see. And you can make documents that go along with it, questions, so they're more of an active listener. I would not just give them videos and then, for them to watch, because they'll be watching the video and watching a game or watching something, watching television at the same time. So, of course, having questions that go along with the videos helps them to be much more of an active listener, So that is for non-video creators. Things that you will need if you're a non-video creator, of course, you're going to need a table, you need a computer, and you need some good internet or Wi-Fi access. Those are the things. It's really simple if you're a non-video creator. Very simple. Now, for the people on the other end of the spectrum who actually want to make videos, from a video, yours is a little more detailed. You see, you need to gather your information and equipment over these things.
Everybody, please mute your microphone, please. If you have not muted, please. We're getting a lot of feedback. Thank you.
Okay, so gather all your information, your materials and equipment, and walk through the presentation. There's nothing more frustrating than, oh, I forgot this, and you keep having to stop or restart your recording. That is aggravating, and it's a great chance you won't finish. So it's easier to gather all of your things, your materials, try out your equipment, try these things out first and walk through it in your mind. Just like in class, how we walk through our presentations, and what thoughts, what questions the children may have. So we anticipate them so we can go ahead and answer them before they get an opportunity to ask them sometimes. But you walk through the same way, okay? Then you need to, of course, film your video and save it, upload it to your channel, create the playlist, add the videos to the playlist, share the link, all right? Really, it's a lot of steps, but it's really very simple. I was going to say something about your walking through the presentation. Oh, one of the things that people always say to me when when I tell them about making videos, recording video, and they're like, oh, I just don't like to see myself on video. Oh, I just don't like to see it. And I'm like, but your students see you every day. They see you. You stand in front of them. You walk around. They hear your voice, because that's another one. Oh, I hate how my voice sounds on video. Okay, it sounds the same way it sounds in person. They hear you, they see you every day. All right. So I just think about it like that. Like right now, I'm doing this presentation, and most of you have your screens blacked out, or many of you have your screens blacked out. But it's like, because I'm a live streamer, I'm used to, like basically streaming to this light that's here for the video. Okay, the video light. I'm used to doing that. You get used to it. You anticipate questions, and it really does make you think things through. All right. So supplies for people who are video creators: table, computer, good Wi-Fi access. You're going to need electronic device capable of capturing video, which could be a camera, which could be your cell phone. I operate from my cell phone. All of my things happen from the cell phone. I just got an iPad, from my school, but I do a little bit of video on there, but most of it I just do from my cell phone. So you don't need a fancy $300, $500, $800 camera. You really don't. You can do it from your cell phone, which is right there in your hand. You just need a tripod to hold it up, which brings me to camera or phone tripod. That's very important. If you don't have that, I started out with shoe boxes and all kinds of shoe boxes and all kind of things, holding the camera, trying to get it holding the phone, trying to get it at the right angle. Okay. Use what you have. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Okay. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. But one thing that I must say, lighting. Lighting is extremely important. Without good lighting, it's shadowy, it's difficult for people to focus on, and people don't look at things as long when there's bad lighting. And you do want the students to look, to notice, to see what's going on with you or what you're trying to show them. So if I'm trying to show this lovely cup, but it's all shadowy and you can barely see it, then are you going to look at it for very long? Most likely not. So good lighting is important. And when the lighting is kind of dark and dreary, it also makes you look older, if any of you are concerned with that. Now, what type of lights? If you're on a budget like me, I use floodlights. They cost $8 from Home Depot, $8. If you have a little bit more, then you can get camera lights, you can get Diva lights, which is the big round light, any of those. If you have a bigger budget, but right now I'm operating with floodlights. I will say this to you: if you're going to use any type of light, make sure you buy the light bulbs that say daylight, or either the ones that say white light, because the other ones give you like a yellowish, unnatural, weird look. Do that. If you don't have lights, you're still not out of the game. What you can do is you sit in front of a window with the morning sun or coming in, or whatever time of day the sun comes through that window. You have the light coming in, so you're facing the light that's coming in, and that makes you look very, very nice also, and it also helps people to be able to see what you're doing. All right, so there's that one, that's a $0 one. The floodlights are a low budget one, and then you can buy the camera lights, which that's going to be, quite a bit more expensive. And I'm sure you have lots of questions, so when I finish this part, then I'll open it up for questions, but I do want to try to get through the content. How do you upload? That is the question people always ask me. They're like, I don't know. I don't know. How do you upload? Let me show you. I'm going to change, which I hope this will change with me. This is one of my YouTube channels. Okay, so those of you, Audrey, are you able to see that I changed my screen?
Yes, Ms. Myers, I do, and I'm looking at the do-it-yourself face mask. That's pretty awesome.
Yes. So
very necessary.
Remember when I said have a dedicated Gmail account? That is just for YouTube. Gmail and YouTube talk to each other. So when you log in through your Gmail. And here's the thing: have one that's dedicated for educational purposes, because when this screen pops up, which it may pop up during class if you're doing something on the fly and you're trying to show them, which I often am, And what it shows is these are the things that YouTube is suggesting. Well, it says recommended right there. These are the things that they're suggesting for you, meaning these are the things that you've been looking for in the past. So if you have if you have an account and it's your personal account, who knows what you might have been looking up for, just for, because you heard your neighbors talking about something, not because but that's what's going to pop up. So I don't know if you want your students to see that you've been looking at the newest line of Victoria's Secret lingerie. I don't really know if you want them to see that just yet. So that's why it's very good to have a dedicated account, so you can see these are the things that I've been searching for. You get to see a little bit of my taste. You see I love to watch The Voice, and I've made I'm in Mississippi right now. I'm not in Miami. I came home to ride out the pandemic for a while. And so I've made about almost 80 face masks now, So, I'm always looking at videos for that type of thing. I teach dance. So this type of thing, I like comedy. So you get to see a little bit of who I am, and you want to be careful of what part of you your students see. Okay? Take that how you want to take it. All right, now, how do you upload a video? There's two ways that you can do this. Okay, I'm going to show you the easiest way. I'll show you the easiest one. When you do the recording, I prefer to do my recording, again, remember I said on my phone, and then I just upload from my phone. However, if you're a person who uploads from your laptop or from your iPad or from whatever it is that you're uploading from, the video needs to be on that device. Okay, so if I'm uploading from my phone, I can't upload from my phone over here on my laptop. Okay, the video has to be here on the laptop. Same thing with my, the only thing with my phone and my iPad is because they're both Apple, because I'm Team Apple, I can drop shoot videos to my iPad, and then, but if you're not an Apple person, you can't do all those type of things. So just keep that in mind. Whatever device you record on, unless you have, whatever device you record on is the one you're probably going to upload on. Okay, so to upload, you go right over here. I hope you can see this little thing. It has a plus. It looks like a old-timey camera, I guess. You go there. This does two things. You can go live, or you can upload a video. I don't know if you knew you could go live on YouTube. If you want to have your channel and have all your students to be your subscribers to your channel, and you go live and talk to them live from there. It's just, if you do Facebook Live, if you do Instagram Live, if you do, I don't know if you go live on TikTok. I don't know. I'm not a TikTok person, but on those other two, you've seen people go live. You do the same. You can do the same thing on YouTube. Okay, so maybe you're interested in that. That's a great way to get information out also. But this is where you would upload your video right here by, let me go back, by clicking on this little icon right here. And then it gives you options. So of course you would click upload video. And let's hope this does not take a long time. It takes you to another screen. And on this screen, this is where you would either drag and drop the video, or you see drag and drop, which is this option, or you can select files. YouTube is now offering you the opportunity to be able to upload more than one file at a time. That's new. Okay, so more than one video at a time. That's some new stuff that I have not done yet, but that is something new that they're doing. Or you can drag and drop. So I could have my videos open over here in the file, just like in Word, how you drag and drop information. Same thing, okay? When you do, I'm not going to do a video because it takes a while for it to upload, and in the interest of time, I will not do that, but that is where you would do it, and it will bring you to this screen, okay? It would bring you to this screen right here. Now, you see my channel. My channel is Learn with Miss Myers. This is my channel that's just for I have two educational video channels. This is the one that I'm using right now. you notice these are videos right here that I've already, these are videos that I've already uploaded, and you can see the date. Some of them are from a while ago. Some of them, like this one, was last week with the Savage Challenge that I did for my students. Okay, so this is where they would show up when you after you upload them. Okay, and then it's up to you to make it public. Public is everyone can see the video, to make it private. I don't know why you make it private, but to make it private, to make it unlisted. If it's something that you only want your students to see and you don't want anyone else to stumble across it, you make it unlisted. Okay, it still will give you a link, but you make it unlisted. And then when people are Googling Savage Challenge, it doesn't pop up. Okay, so only people who have the link will be able to find that. So it's up to you. Sometimes you want people to see things that your students are doing. Sometimes you don't want them to. These things right here on the front, if you notice, I don't know if you can see it because I know it's kind of small, but like this one with Savage Challenge, these are called thumbnails. These front pictures, see how they're nice and neat. It's not like, you ever notice how they catch you with these weird expressions on your face and that's the way that what they want to use for your thumbnail. They catch these weird pictures of you. I don't like that. Plus, I feel like, my thumbnails don't need to be me. They need to be what the video is about. So I create my own. Okay, which if Audrey wants to, we'll have a class on how you create your own thumbnails. But I'm trying to keep it I'm trying to keep it simple for this one. But if she wants, we'll have a class on that as well. But so this is where the magic happens. This is where you can find your links. All of these things are here. Once you click on it, well, I guess I could click on one. Let me see. I'll click on this one. And I'm hoping it does not play. Oh, good. All right. So, here we go. Here's my link right here. This right here copies the link. So I could click copy right here and then go over to Remind, or go over to Edmodo, or go over to Teams, and then, click paste and put the link there, and it would bring the child directly to that video. They don't have to search around and look around. No, I'm going to give you the link. All you have to do is click it. The links are live. You don't have to do anything to it, but copy it and paste it to where you want it to be. All right. Then it also gives you the opportunity to, to give it your own title. I always put my school's name on the title because sometimes people Google your school's name. And because they don't remember the name of the video, or maybe they just want to see what your school is doing. What is your school doing? So if it, for things that are positive like this, I always try to make sure to attach my school's name. And then here it is with my name. So if my students find it, they know it's me and it's from my dance class. All right, simple enough. I hope. So let me see. I'm going to resave that and take you over here. Oh, it's not blue. I didn't do anything to it, so it's not letting me resave it. All right, let us go over here. Come out. All right, so I'm back to my channel. These are some of the videos that I've done. And all right, when we go, your dashboard, just a little bit of how this goes, a little bit more about it.
Can I ask a question? Did you just start this meeting? I thought it was supposed to start at 4:30.
No, ma'am, it started at 4 o'clock.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You can just stay on. We do have, but the whole presentation is included in the email. Let's keep going, Ms. Myers.
Okay, your dashboard. Okay, your dashboard is where you have like news, information, You see, I don't have a lot of subscribers to this because I don't require my students to subscribe. Quite frankly, I just want to send them to the link. I'm not doing it to get. I'm not trying to be YouTube influencer or anything like that. I don't need, but they always find a way to follow you and see what you're doing. But because I send them the link, they don't need to subscribe. Those of you who do not want your students, who don't want to send links to your students, you will want them to subscribe to your channel. You will want them to, because when they subscribe to your channel and turn on the alerts, then every time you upload something, they get an alert that poof, Miss Myers uploaded something. So that, they're nosy. They're gonna go look and see what it is that you uploaded. All right. So it's just according to how you want to run your class. If you want them to subscribe to your channel, that's fine. I didn't choose that because I was sending links this morning to things that I wanted them to do. I just send them because I want them to go straight to where I want them to go. I don't want them to get lost. Go straight where I tell you to go and do what I need you to do. Okay. Now, when you go to your dashboard, this is the other place where you can upload a video. All right. You see it's red over here. But it does the exact same thing. See, upload videos or go live. This is the other place that you can upload a video. But it's always this symbol that you're looking for. I know it says create. Not certain why it says create, but this is where you upload or where you go live. All right. And it looks like that. All right. Now, let me see. Let me go back over here. This is your studio, by the way. This is YouTube Studio. This is where the magic, all the back end things happen on YouTube Studio. You can get to it by uploading, or you can come over here to, let me do it slowly because I went too fast. I'm already in YouTube Studio, so it's not going to show it as an option, but I clicked the icon where my picture is. And it says your channel, YouTube, switch account, sign out, send feedback if you want to tell YouTube about how you feel about something. All these things are here. Okay. It doesn't give me the option of going to YouTube Studio because I'm already in YouTube Studio, but that option might be there also. If you're like me and have multiple accounts, this is where you can switch back and forth without signing out. You can switch, I can toggle between my accounts if I'm trying to remember what did I name a video I uploaded in another account. What did I name? I saw something one day when I was looking around in my personal account, and I saved it to a playlist, and now I'm ready for it. So you can toggle back and forth with switch account. Okay, so that's where that is. So let's go to my channel. It should. Everything is like it's in slow motion. Okay. Learn with Miss Myers. Okay. And you see some of the same videos that you saw in my dashboard. You see them here, which, by the way, these videos, when you go to Education Fund, if you want to print out the hard copy of all the things that I'm saying, because I have it broken down step by step by step, even where to position your lights so you can have the best effect. All of those things are there on Education Fund. They have it. It's a PDF, and also there are links to these videos. I have them on I think I put them on a link tree, but there's links to all of these videos so you can see how to upload a video and create a playlist, how to create your YouTube channel, step by step by step, how to do it. And setting up a Gmail account. Even if you don't know how to set up your Gmail account, it's all there for you. Okay. Now, let me see. Playlist. Let's look at this menu bar. Home, which that's where we are now. Then videos is just going to show you all of my videos. Then playlist, channels, discussion, and about. Channels means the channels that I have subscribed to of other people. So if there's some content creator who makes really good math explanation videos that you like, you probably want to subscribe to their channel so you can easily find them. You don't have to search so hard, and that will give you a list of them, which they're also over here, your subscriptions. You can also see them over here. Okay, so subscriptions, you can see them over here. Now, playlist. As you can see, I have a lot of playlists. I have a lot. The number that's on the outside of the playlist tells you how many videos are in the playlist. So, let's see, let me just randomly pick one. Let's do, let's do culinary arts. We'll do the first one. You can see I have 11 videos in that one. I can't put my cursor on top of it because it changes, but I have 11 videos in there for them. So, playlist. If I go to it, you'll have to forgive, I do not know why this is so slow. Probably because I'm sharing and all this kind of stuff. Make me stop talking. All
Yeah,
right.
it's lagging when you're sharing, Miss Myers.
Yeah, I see. This is a video. Well, I didn't realize I'm actually wearing the same clothes that I'm wearing today. This is a video I made for my students, reminding them that, you know, we're just because we're away, we're not going to class, we're quarantined, we're still having class. You still need to turn in your things. It was that type of video just on the fly that I made for them. You see, it's only 3 minutes long, and I made it on my phone, uploaded it really quickly, you know, put it here, and got the link. Let me show you how you get the link if you're not on your dashboard. You go to share, and under share, there's your link. You see? You can copy it and then email it, however it is that you want to distribute it. Also, if there's some really cool video that you like and you want to share it on Facebook, you wonder how they get those YouTube videos on Facebook, on Twitter, on Reddit, on whatever it is that you do, this is how they do it. Or if you want to embed it, meaning if you have a PowerPoint or something that you're doing and you want to embed your particular video, this is where you get the code to embed it. You copy it from there and then you embed it in your PowerPoint. All right, so that's how you get your link if you're not on the dashboard, or if it's someone else's video. So say, for instance, you just like my video that I just happened to have done. You just, for whatever reason, you like it, and you want to send it to your students. Don't know why, but you want to send it to your students. That's what you would do. You would share it, click share, and then you would copy the code and send it to your students. So again, if there's some other course content creator that you really love, that's how you get their code. That's how you copy their link. That's how you do it right there. Now,
I got a quick
playlist.
question.
Yes.
But they don't have like the teams on there. You just have to take it from another place and add it to the teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
If you want to share one video, then you open up that particular video. Like say, for instance, let me go to another one. So you have another one. We have another. So it's not just me sitting there. All right. So say, for instance, you want this one. You found it. You've been searching for, you know, this science video, and it's gonna take a minute. But I don't know if you all can see. It should be the little circle going around because it's taking a while. Okay, there is a video there, I promise. And you say, okay, I want to share this with my language arts class for whatever reason. Then you would just go here to share, and this is, wait a minute, well, I can let it play. You would go here to share, and get the code, copy the code, okay? And then you would go over to Edmodo. What do you use, Edmodo or Remind?
No, I use a class tag. But we can do, I know how to do remind.
Okay. You would copy and you would paste it right into.
Ms. Myers, we're losing your audio.
Okay. I paused this. I paused the audio on that one so you could. It should have paused the whole thing. Goodness. Has it stopped? Yes, it's paused. No, it's still going. Stop. Okay. Can you hear me clearly now, Audrey?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you would copy the link and then you would paste it into Remind. Okay. And that's it. And you press send and it goes. And when the students get it or the parents get it, all they do is click the link and this video would open up for them. That's it. It's simple as pie. I promise it's not hard. What I promised that I would do is show you how to create a playlist, which I have not yet done. So let me just go find a random video on, I want to find a video on Education Fund. Okay. All right. We got this one. Okay. Or let's do this one up here. It's at the top. This video right here. What I would do is click to open the video because I'm going to find in my mind, I want to find several videos that are about education funding. So I know this is not going to be the only video that I'm going to have. Let's say you're doing a thematic unit on butterflies. Is it going to stop? Okay. You're doing a thematic unit on butterflies. So you're going to have several butterfly videos, right? Right. I am not sure why this is not allowing me to stop. Skip the ad and stop. Okay, maybe it has stopped. All right, so I think I may have clicked it too many times. Okay, anyway, so you're going to have several videos on this playlist. Okay. There, now it's paused. You're going to have several videos on this playlist. So what you would do is, let's create a playlist. If I can get this thing to stop long enough. Okay, what we would do is create a playlist. And I believe you go right here to save. Okay, do it quickly before it starts talking again. So everyone sees save. I have the little pointer going around in a circle on it. So you would go to save, not share. Share is where you get the link. So you go to save to create a playlist. So save, and then when you save, a screen will pop up with different playlists on it, as well as you could choose one of these, or you could say create a new one. So we'll create a new one. And we'll name it Education Fund. Okay. And click Create. So I just created a playlist called Education Fund. And it should show up. And this video added to Education Fund. So this video was added to it. But then I said, well, I want to have more than one video in my Education Fund playlist because I'm going to show this to someone. So I would go and find another video. Here we go with another. I would do the same thing. I would say save, go to save, right down here. And when my list pops up, I will find Education Fund, which is right here. So I check this one, and my video in the corner is added to Education Fund. So now I have two videos in my Education Fund playlist. Now, let me show you something. But that's done. I can go over here to my playlist. Okay, here it is already in front of me. Education Fund. And poof, there are my two videos that I just created. Education Fund, the playlist in front of your eyes. And then I added these two videos. One was this one, and the other one was this one. And that's how you do it. It's super, 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 super easy. Now, I believe right here, if you want to delete it, you can delete the playlist. You don't want it anymore. If you want to collaborate with someone else and they can add things to your playlist, I don't suggest that, because that gets to be a lot, okay? I really don't suggest that. And here are your other options where you can add other videos and add all to, you can add all of these to another playlist. That's what that one does. So these are your options. When you have the three little dots, it gives you options for things that you can do to whatever video or whatever playlist that you were in, okay? That's what the three dots do. All right, so if I wanted to send a link for the playlist. Oh no, don't talk, don't make noise. It's gonna make noise. Okay, if I wanted to send a link for the playlist, I would go back down here to share, but you can't see it. I don't know if y'all can see that because it's down very low. Okay, I would go here to share, and of course share gives me the option to copy. And I will copy this link, and then it will give my students or give whoever the whole playlist, not just one video. Okay, I hope that made sense. And I wanted to tell you also that YouTube now has a YouTube educator, which you can Google and see all kind of different information about. YouTube understands that we're doing more distance learning now, so they're trying to make it, I feel like this is, not that complicated, but they're trying to make it more in categories for different things that you teach, where you can find videos that are there, that are already there, ready-made for you. So it's not such a big YouTube world, that's what they're doing now. So it's YouTube Educator or YouTube Learn Educator. That is where you find that. So that is it for my presentation, I do believe. If you have questions, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and go back over here. If you have questions, please do not hesitate to ask.
So before we jump into the questions, this is Audrey from the Education Fund. I just want to point out, I know this seems like a lot of information and it may be overwhelming, but this is the kind of thing that if you play around with it, you'll find out that it's really, really easy. And YouTube, the videos, if you're not comfortable shooting your own, again, there's so much information out there that you can choose from that's free, that you can use without violating any copyright, any laws, and you can upload it. The YouTube new learning platform, I'm going to put the link again into the chat box. It's called learnathome.withyoutube.com, and there's content for every subject level, every grade level. So let's turn it over to questions. If you guys have questions, you can unmute your mic and ask your question.
What editing software does she use?
What I use is iMovie.
Okay.
I use iMovie. From there, from my own videos, I can do voiceovers, which is where they see something happening and they just hear my voice in the background. You can do voiceovers. You can cut and paste and put all kind of things together. I use iMovie. Now, because I do not know for Android, I don't know. I did not have time to research for people who have Androids, but for people who have iPhone, iMovie is right there for you, and it's very simple.
You know what, Ms. Myers, check your Microsoft 365 subscription. A lot of teachers don't pay attention to what's in that subscription. There are so many applications that are free, including, of course, Teams, but Skype, all these different platforms. So check your subscription first and foremost and see if there's something simple in that. And if you have kids at home, they probably know how to edit. If they're over, 10 years old, 8 years old. I have a 7-year-old nephew that knows how to edit videos better than I do. And I worked in television production for 20 years. So, your kids can help you, your students can help you. But if you don't want to edit your own videos and shoot it, remember there's just a lot of content that you can share. So let's take the next question.
What do you use for voiceover with software?
Well, for voiceover, I use iMovie as well as I use Edpuzzle. Are you familiar with Edpuzzle?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Yes, good afternoon. Hi, my name is Carlos Rivera, and I teach 3rd grade. And I guess I have a question in relation to maybe I'm doing something wrong, or maybe I'm learning now, obviously. I've done like a PowerPoint just to have it ready when I'm doing the class. I will do a live speak over as I'm teaching to them live, but I do try to embed videos from YouTube precisely into it to have, for efficiency and time. What I'm finding though, and I'm using Microsoft, I'm using Zoom through Microsoft, right, to the county. Now, here's what I'm finding is when I'm presenting it, like right now I'm reading a 3rd grade version of The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. So I'll get specific clips from YouTube to embed them based on the chapter that I'm reading. I find that with the PowerPoint, it has like an insert component where you can just get the link like you described, get the link from YouTube and put it in there, and then it actually shows the whole, like when you're on the presentation, you don't link to it, it's right there within the PowerPoint presentation. When I present it, as I'm watching it from mine as a teacher end, it looks like it's working smoothly, the voice, everything is fine, and the kids get the voice fine. But then I'm getting some feedback from them that even though they still enjoy it and they see it, but they find that it's lagging. And then I'm recording my session, just like you're doing right now. And when I play back my recorded session, I notice that indeed, when I play it back, it is lagging. But from my teacher perspective, it looks fine. It looks like it's running on time. And I don't know if it's because, and I'm not necessarily embedding it like with a function to embed. I'm just copying the link and then putting it inside the PowerPoint under insert online video. And then the whole thing shows up. Is there anything missing? Or because I want to make the quality better, obviously.
Let me unmute myself. With these things, a lot of times it has to do with the quality of Wi-Fi that people have. Okay. And also with how many other things that are running on their computer. So if they have a lot of tabs up, like I tend to have a whole lot of tabs, I have a lot going on at one time, then it's slow, for me at least, it slows down everything. And I close all of that out and sometimes restart my computer, and just because things are running in the background sometimes that we can't even see, then my computer speeds up. So it's like it's a challenge because you don't know what the child has at home. You don't know how old their system is. You don't know what kind of, are they using the, bottom of the line, Wi-Fi, and everything is feeding slowly. If they have great Wi-Fi, are there 5 other people in the house that are using it at the same time and slowing it down? There are a lot of unknowns that would cause it to lag. There are a lot of unknowns.
With that, let's say that my internet's fine, just as a point of reference. If it's fine, and the fact that from my end, I see it running perfectly, but then when I replay it on my own, like after it's recorded, I don't see it perfectly. I see it lagging, but it's like for me live, it looks great. But then when I see my recording of it, it looks like it's lagging. So I'm not sure how to troubleshoot that. It's my internet.
Yeah, I don't know. You're seeing it on your computer,
right? So as I'm teaching, I say, okay, guys, let's watch this excerpt from the movie Tom Sawyer, so you can kind of get a visual to what I just read. So I play it, and as I'm playing it, I'm watching it with them live, and it looks good to me. But then when I play back my own recording, I'm recording it as I'm watching it. So
Yeah.
once that session's over and I play back the recording, it tends to lag almost every time. I'm thinking, is that what they see? Or is this why, or is this the recording it? Maybe it's being lagged. But then I've gotten some feedback from my students that like, Mr. Herrera, we get it, we see it, but it's off, like their voices, it's lagging. So I don't know if I'm doing something wrong when it comes to the YouTube link or embedding it.
It doesn't sound like you're doing it from my knowledge. That's how I do it. You know, what you said, I was trying to listen to your steps. That's how I do it, the same way that you are. So the answer is, I don't know. I don't know why it's lagging. Let me be real. I don't want to give you a bunch of fluff. I don't know why it's lagging. The only things that ways that I fixed it are the options that I gave.
Right.
Those are options that I've given that have helped.
Okay. No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your question.
Bet. Thanks.
All right, who else? I know somebody else has a question.
We've been asking some questions over here in the chat, and some of the teachers are even helping to answer some of them. So Depali Verma asks, can you post this recording to our emails? Yes, I can send you a copy, a link to it. Well, it'll be up on our YouTube channel. I'm not sure if I'll be able to send you a link to it, but I'll try, because it's a huge file. And your Dade School's email will probably not accept it, and my server won't let it send. But we're going to post it up on our own YouTube channel, where you'll also be able to find other webinars that we've done on distance learning. Okay, so I'll send you a link to our YouTube channel when we're done. And so here's an answer from Microsoft Movie Maker. See, there's an answer to the question about editing and using other different programs. Send links to the videos and reference the video when you're live. That's a good idea too, from Juan Martinez. So I think that was an answer to your question, Mr. Herrera. Yeah, sometimes PowerPoint and links, I've tried it myself. It really depends on too many variables, so I tend to avoid it. If I have presentations that I'm sending out to people, just because if their Wi-Fi or their internet is not great, or if they don't have the latest version of PowerPoint, things get a little tricky. So I try to avoid using PowerPoint to send video, to be honest with you.
Okay. That's good to know. Thank you.
Of course. Anybody else have any questions? You can unmute your mic.
I'm not sure if you can hear me. I have a quick question. I know that that Angel had mentioned maybe another tutorial for creating thumbnails, but since we just have a little time, if I could just know what program you recommend, because I do it sometimes in PowerPoint and then I'll save it as a PDF or a JPEG, but it doesn't always seem to fit the space correctly. So I'm not sure if you have a program that you recommend for creating the thumbnail.
There are lots of them out there if you go to the App Store. However, my favorite is called Canva, C-A-N-V-A, Canva.
Okay.
That is my, Canva is bae. I love Canva. So that's where all of the ones that you see, if you go and nosy around on my channel, you'll see all of mine are through Canva.
Okay.
And they fit perfectly.
And they're beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I have a question. I made a I guess I did okay. I made my first video last Monday. If I wanted to do another video, do I have to create a separate channel, or can I add it to the one I already have?
Miss Myers, unmute. We don't hear you.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
You add to the channel. No, you don't create another channel. I'm assuming this is your educational channel that you're speaking of. You don't create another one. When you're ready to upload another video, you just go to, remember the little icon that I showed you with the little plus? You just go there and you upload the next video.
Oh, okay. Nice. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, anybody else? You can type a question, or you can feel free to unmute your mic and ask your question. I see Mr. Wilson, Howard Wilson, sent a comment. He said you can try downloading Screencast-O-Matic. That's a free program. Mr. Wilson, if you're still on, what can you tell us about that program?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Screen cap.
Uh-oh, we lost you. Mr. Wilson? Okay, well, we don't hear him. But Screencast-O-Matic, that's what he was suggesting. So all of you guys have such great ideas.
There are lots of ways that you can capture information that's on your screen. Again, if you want to hear about it, tell Audrey. I'll be happy to do a session on that. There are lots of ways you can capture information on your screen, whether you want to be seen, whether you don't want to be seen, whether you're I'm a drawer. You know, so it's like I'm always drawing some craziness. So if you have that type of computer that will allow you to do that, if you need to write out the math problem instead of typing out the math problem, and you want them to see step 1, step 2, step 3, and they can hear you but don't see you. They just see your hand, you know, doing the math problem. All of these things are possible. They are all possible very easily.
Hi, anybody else have any questions? Canva, that's a great resource. I've looked at it, Ms. Myers. I wasn't familiar with that. Canva, brilliant, brilliant. Also, Google and YouTube just launched new platforms, so you might want to Google the story about that. So YouTube and Google, they launched Learn at Home for YouTube, and there's a new Google at Home distance learning platform that they just launched as well, called Teach from Home Toolkit. So there's lots of information that you guys can access, you know, for free. And I know this is overwhelming, you know, there's so much new information, but you know, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Nobody expects you guys to know everything all at once. You know, that's one of the things that Michelle Singh, our curriculum specialist and technology expert, was saying on our other webinars. You know, do not feel like you're not doing a good job if you don't understand all of this all at once. Nobody does, okay? So Ms. Sirota, you go ahead with your question about sharing.
Yes. So I started a channel. I'm a counselor. So I started a channel like the very first week we were out. And it was very primitive, you know, it's just some storytelling and the kids love them. And I want to do some more. And it's just my own content, just storytelling from my own books, that kind of thing. I'm really not sophisticated enough to start importing things, but I was able to figure out how to edit it and post it. So is there any issue with, I don't know, in terms of that being available to the public in, you know, or is there a way to make it more private other than just sending the link specifically to my teachers?
Yes, there is.
Or do I need to bother with that? Because I made the channel, and again, help me, you know, open, or should I make it closed and only send the link to the teachers? Like, how does that work?
It is according to how private you want to be. You can make your channel, I've never made a channel private. I'm sure you can, but the videos, when you upload them, there's the option when you get to the dashboard, there's an option to have them as private, as unlisted, or as public. So you would click private.
The thing is, what I noticed is when I put private, or when I put unlisted, is that they, the parents were telling me that they couldn't access it. In other words, the only way they could access them was if I just left them open. Does that make sense?
They should be when it's unlisted, the only people who can access it is the people that you give the link to.
Okay, all right.
So they're gonna have to keep up with their link, or you have to find a place like Linktree. I don't know if Dade School has loosened up on some of these things, like Linktree. Linktree is a place where you can put all of your links. Like I said, if you go to my, if you download the information of mine from Education Fund, you'll see I have a link tree on there for you to click on. And when you click, you see a video for this, a video for that, you know, with the names of it. And the only way you can get to that is to click my link tree, and it takes you there. So that's a way to keep the world out. But, you know, there's just like you can give them the link and they can, all they have to do is copy and paste and give the link to someone else. You know,
well,
it's a little more
what I did
trouble.
was I put it on my counselor's corner, which is part of my school website. So that's where they have to go to get the link for the YouTube channels. So you feel like that's comfortable enough?
Well, I don't know how private that you want it to be.
I don't. It's just that, you know, I'm not a big social media person. So people are like, just make sure that it's not something that someone else can take and then do something to it, or, and I'm like, okay, it seems like everyone else is using YouTube, so I think it's fine. So,
yeah.
Okay.
So the reality of it is, if people want to get it and share it, they're going to be able to. Like if I saw your videos and I wanted them, all I would do is if I'm looking at it on my phone, all I'm going to do is record what's on my screen. And then I can share it with whoever I want. The reality is that, you know, there's always a way. There's always a way to do it. You just put as many safeguards in place as you can. But if they really want to do it, if there's something about that Three Little Bears video that they just really, really, really want to give to the world, you know what I'm saying? Or they want to take it and write ugly things on it.
See the NDA putting this out, because it really helped me feel more comfortable with the whole process. So thank you for doing that.
Oh, I hope I helped. Thank you.
And we'll have a follow-up to this one. And again, all of this will be on our YouTube channel. I'll send you guys the email, and also take a look at Ms. Meyer's curriculum packet that I included in your email that had the link for this, right? So in that packet, you'll have all the step-by-step instructions, page by page. It's really, really well done and very easy to read. We have a question from Dr. K. Will students be able to comment on videos?
If you allow them to. When you're in your dashboard, you have that option to turn off comments or to leave comments on.
I would recommend, you know, depends on your students. If your students are immature, you know, but a lot of them are for the parents as well. So Dr. K, you're elementary, I believe, right? So if your students chances are elementary students and their parents are not going to leave terrible comments. But Ms. Myers, is there a way to edit the comments? Let's say you leave comments on because you want feedback from parents and people start putting negative comments in. Is there a way to remove those from your own channel?
Yes, you can get rid of all comments.
Right.
Yeah.
If you have comments, if you want comments on and people then post comments that are offensive, is there a way to remove those particular comments? I think I'm asking.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think you can. I think you have to either remove all of them. That from my experience, because I leave my comments off.
Right.
Because I don't want them to contact me in that way. Because here's the thing with YouTube. If you post a video last week, and then this week you're on to something else, and the next week you're on to something else, you're not going back, because people will find an old video and leave a comment and say, oh, please call me, I'm so confused. And then they'll complain, I asked the teacher for help and they didn't help.
Right.
Yeah, 5 videos ago, sure.
That's a good point. We have a question, sorry, I lost it, from Dr. Terry Rodriguez. Where did you go?
I'm right here. I'm right
there
here.
There you go. Hi, Terry.
How are you, Audrey?
Good. What's your question?
I have a quick question. How do you make it interactive? You mentioned it's really easy to draw, but if you want them to draw, or if you want them to figure out the problem, do you understand my question?
Yes, I do. Well, for that, I would not.
That's more like a Promethean board. That's like.
There's 2 ways you could do it. Okay, it can be done on YouTube. It just takes a little bit more work. What you could do is do a video, throw out, this is what we're doing. I want to see how you did it. Throw the question out there, give them their marching orders, meaning their steps, what it is that you are requiring for them, and then you have them to do their own video and send it to you. You can do that, send it to you on Teams, something like that. Or you can do something like Zoom, where just like I shared my screen, you can allow them to share their screen, and they can, show you what they're doing. They can show
Right.
you in that way. I'm not sure in Teams. Yes, in Teams, other people can share their screens as well in Teams. That's a way to make it the give and take that I think you're looking for. That's a way
Like
to
a
do it as well.
whiteboard.
So
Right.
yeah, there is
Like
a
a
whiteboard
whiteboard.
function in your Microsoft 365. Mr. Martinez, Juan Martinez just commented that you could use the whiteboard function. Mr. Martinez, can you help explain what some of that means? Do you use whiteboard?
Yes, I do use the whiteboard, and it is possible for you to use any kind of laptop that has touch screen capability, because that makes it a lot easier for you to write. You can use the mouse, but that is a very difficult thing to do. If you have a laptop with touch screen capability, you can use the whiteboard capability either within the Teams or from your computer. If you're using Windows, there is a particular whiteboard that is free through the Windows Store that you can use, and it is very capable. Allows you to write on the screen, just like you would on any other whiteboard.
Okay, great. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Yeah, maybe we have to do more of these on other functions. We have to find some more money. There are so many, like I mentioned, so many applications on your Microsoft 365 platform. And I know that the district has been putting up not interactive help and PD on this, but to my knowledge, I don't know. Are they giving interactive PD, or is it mostly just slideshows and lectures?
I have not seen any that were truly interactive.
Yeah.
Well, I heard you can download the Active Inspire. You can download that. So
Uh-huh.
it would be like a Promethean board on your screen.
If you checked out actual school device, it might actually already be installed there.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody else have any other questions? Don't be shy. Okay, well, we're gonna wrap it up then if there's no more questions. Type a Y in the comment section if you feel like you would want a follow-up to this webinar. Would you guys want to see a follow-up to this one? Just hit a Y or a yes. Okay. Let me see if we can get something scheduled. Oh yeah, we got a lot of yeses coming. Okay, Ms. Myers, I guess it's you. We're back at this. So we'll reconvene and discuss what we can do to supplement this and provide more information for you guys. And I just want to reiterate again, don't get too stressed out. You guys are doing the best that you can. The fact that you're even here right now shows that you care a lot about your students and being able to keep their education as seamless as possible, but it's not going to be like it was. And don't get overwhelmed. And, there's a lot of support out here for you. And, here at the Ed Fund, we're trying to do our best to raise more funds to provide more emergency support for you guys. So be sure to keep checking our website. If you have any questions about anything, you can email me. I will send you a link to the YouTube channel so you'll be able to see this recording and watch it again. And also, if you can't open the PDF that I sent you that gives Ms. Myers step-by-step instructions on how to do all of this, it is available on our website. That's www.educationfund.org. And just feel free to
Audrey.
Yes, ma'am.
If you don't mind, the people who said yes, if you don't, can you tell a little bit more about in the chat what it is that you'd like to learn, what you'd like to hear more about also?
Why don't I do this? I will send an email to everybody who registered for this webinar today and ask them what they would like, because I know a lot of people are jumping off and gotta go make dinner for their own kids and whatnot. So I'll send an email, a follow-up to everybody, and if you have certain comments or sections that you would like to have more information about, feel free to just write back. And again, I'll post this video up as soon as I can. And feel free to call me, email me with any questions or comments about anything that we do at the Ed Fund and how we'll be able to continue to support you guys. And we're just very proud to be able to serve you all. Thank you, Ms. Myers, and thank you all teachers for joining, and have a wonderful evening. Stay safe. And don't forget, Thursday at 4:30, go on our website to register for the live Q&A. That will be about basics. It's not going to be about YouTube, but it's a live Q&A with any questions that you have about any of the platforms that the district is using, any of the challenges that you're facing with your distance learning. Log on to educationfund.org and you'll see the link to register for Thursday at 4:30, live Q&A. We'll have 3 experts ready to take your questions. And I hope to see you all there. Take care. Have a wonderful night, everybody.
Thank you
Thank you
so
all.
much.
Thank you all so much. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Let's see.